Hi, so thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I love coyotes.
Yay, that's what we want to hear.
It was really good. It was very unexpected. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was good. I liked it. And I could definitely empathize with your character who totes around a dog most of the time. Because, well, I do too.
So do I in real life. I have a cute little puppy and her name's Lulu and um yeah, I'm really close with her too.
Right. So tell me, what is it like filming a horror movie?
I actually do really well in the horror type of category. I know some people probably wouldn't expect that, but I do pretty well in the horror type of category. But this kind of was interesting and different because it mixed horror and comedy, and I think that made it slightly more scarier or jump scary because you get so like lighthearted and then all of a sudden there's this scary thing that happens. And I think that contrast kind of made it a really cool movie because it had a little bit of everything.
Right, it did. And it, like I said, it was funny. And there were a lot of moments of just like, oh my God, don't let the dog get eaten.
Yeah,
Forget about the people, just don't let the dog get eaten. Sorry.
dog matters.
All right, so if you will tell our viewers about your character.
Well, for me, I tried to find ways that I could relate to Chloe, and obviously there's the basic stuff as we're both kind of teenagers and in the rebellious phase or whatnot. But also on a deeper level, we actually are really emotional and grounded and have a lot of these layers that people wouldn't tell because we cover it up or we do something different. But also she's artistic, I'm artistic. There's actually lots of similarities between me and Chloe, and that was kind of a cool area to play in.
What was your first reaction when you read the script?
I was like, this is gonna be a fun one. I really want this one. This sounds really cool. It kind of sounds like a challenge because, playing opposite Justin Kate, but it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Right, and during a lot of the movie, you were kind of acting opposite CGI coyotes. What
Mm.
was that process like?
Well, for me, it was also a challenge because I had to, pretend with this puppet that there it was a real coyote and actually be scared of it. But I'm like, I know it's just a puppet, and but no, it was cool, and I liked how it kind of all came together. Seeing that final cut with all the VFX, I was like, wow, that's exactly what I envisioned in my mind. So good job.
Right, right. Now, if you had to describe the film in 5 words, what would it be?
Let's think. Maybe I would say unexpected. I do like how you said that. Um, Family driven. At the end of the day, they're all, doing this for their family and it brings them closer. Obviously funny and having fun in that sense and improv. We did a lot of improv. And obviously horror. There's jump scares and all that type of stuff. Let's see, is that four? Another one, different. I would say it's different. It has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's not like solid horror. It's things that you could think would happen. I'm from Georgia, and I've seen
Me
a lot of
too. Yeah, it's me too. I see them on the street sometimes, and you wouldn't think that there could be like, I guess, a monster or a villain in the story, but you think zombies or lions as these vicious animals, but you never think of coyotes, and I kind of like how we brought that aspect into here, and it's a different animal, so it's really cool.
it is, and I grew up with them. Having to watch what pets you had outside because they take them, and they are. I can see them as a monster.
Yes, me too. We have to be careful of hawks and stuff. I just saw a hawk earlier, and yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. What was it like to work with all of these great people on set?
Well, really, if I'm being honest, we really did create one big family. I think we did a lot of improv, And I think that brought us all together. We bonded and bounced ideas, and that kind of brought us closer. And a lot of the movie is actually made up right there on the spot, and it's just us going and going and bouncing ideas off of each other. And that made it really special.
Well, it sounds like it. So, what was your favorite scene to film?
There's a lot of really pretty cinematic shots in this one, but my favorite to film, I guess I can't give too much away, but Chloe does get a bit of fight, and that one was really fun to film. You know, pulling me out of the closet, and I've got this big gnarly like bite, and Kate's like, "Oh no!" and Justin passes out. It was a really cool scene to film.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having a dad in a scenario like that. It just topples over at the
I
first
know.
glimpse of blood. That would be rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. It really is. It's a fun film, and I really like the way that the CGI coyotes worked out. Because usually,
Yeah.
you see a creature feature or something, and you worry, what's the animal going to look
Mhm.
like?
For
But
sure.
actually,
I
it
I
did really
definitely
well.
was thinking I don't know how this is gonna come all together. I had this vision in my head, but then when I saw the final cut of the VFX, I was like, wow, this looks really great.
Oh yeah, I was very very pleased with the film, and you were great. And I love that scene where you're hiding under the stairs.
Yes, yes, and the paw print comes right there, and
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's the
yeah.
good one. Just kind of the look on your face was like it was believable,
I tried to really put myself in the shoes of the character.
and you did a great job of it. You really did.
Thank you.
So, what what are you looking forward to most from hearing what the viewers have?
Well, so far, knock on wood, everything's been really great reviews, and I hope that it goes really successful. You know, it comes out October 3rd. Tell everybody to go watch it. It's worth your time.
Yeah,
It's got a mix of comedy and horror. It's got a little bit of everything. I would really suggest it.
and it's got Justin Long, who never has an easy time in a horror movie ever. Like
I know.
everything he's in,
I
he's in it.
know. I loved watching him in Barbarian. That was really cool.
Right, it's great. It really is. So, what are you working on now? Do you already have another project?
Yes, I've been reading, let's see, like about four scripts, and I'm having a movie come out called World Breaker, and that one's really interesting. It's kind of about the end of the world, which is very different from my other movie called Mary that's already come out, where it's about, the beginning of the world. And I actually made a cameo in a movie coming out soon about Hershey and the chocolate brand. So that'll be cool too. Yeah, lots of things in the works I'm excited for.
That's great. And I have a feeling you'll have even more after Coyotes comes out.
Thank you. That's what we like to hear.
Like I said, it's hard for me sometimes. I watch a lot of movies, so I don't get my hopes up on that much. But I was actually like, hey, I can watch this again, which is rare.
Yeah, I feel like
So
each time you watch it, you notice certain different little Easter eggs or certain different things, and it's fun to watch. You can always get the jump scares, I feel like, because the comedy kind of throws you off, and then you get this jump scare. I feel like you keep getting jump scared every time you watch it.
yeah, and you're worried about the family. I was worried about the dogs. And then you just gotta have sympathy for the coyotes. So it's
Yeah,
like pulling you in all these different directions.
yeah, it really flips it around.
But I think it's a wonderful film, and I think it's gonna do so well. I really do. And like
Thank
I
you.
said, you did an amazing job, and acting opposite puppets, I'm sure can't be easy.
No, but it was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. I made so many memories. So
Well, that's just fantastic. And I thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
thank you. Thank you so much for having me.